What is up, guys, and welcome back to another map review. Today we're going to be taking a look at one that's a little different than the usual maps, one that's a little more comedic and a lot more nostalgic. Today we're going to be taking a look at DE Bikini Bottom by our friend Geno, which we checked out his latest map called Contact in the last episode of CS2 map reviews. If you want to check that out, check out the description below. Also, please check out our latest video where we played an entire competitive match only using the XM, and hilarity ensued. If you want to check that out, hit the eye on the screen right now at the top right. But anyways, let's get started on the T side. So, there's two different ways you can get through Bikini Bottom. First off, love the theme, and I love the little attention to detail here with the water, the surface of the water up there the whole time. Really makes you feel like you are down here in Bikini Bottom. And Spongebob is absolutely goated. I mean, one of the best cartoons, animated shows out there. Absolutely loved it from my childhood. And there's nothing better than to be planting bombs and killing terrorists right on the Bikini Bottom map. So you can either take a right to go to B directly ahead, or you can go this way and go to the A site. So let's check out the A site first. You got to be careful here because the CTs can actually peek from there, but I'll get to that shortly. So the stock way to get there is you just go straight here. Here's Patrick's house right here, and Squidward's house, and then there's the legendary pineapple right there, SpongeBob's house. So you're going to come here, and obviously there's going to be several different angles to cover. And there's the boat over there. They're always failing to get their license, so hopefully one day they got it. But right here is the site if you go straight ahead. And you're obviously going to be wanting to clearing your corners here and clearing up there. The CTs are probably going to be hiding up there and over there as well. So when you come here, you know, you could definitely smoke this off by chucking this smoke, and missed it, totally missed it. This is a little better right here. Yep, smoke it off like that. And careful mid. You know, honestly, if once you get to this point, you don't really have to worry about that too much. You can't really see much visibility, so that's not really an issue. It's really more up there you got to be looking at, and over here if there's any CTs, and obviously clearing the site and everything. So you can plant for main by planting right here, or if you want to be really much safer, you can actually plant over here in these corners right here so that you're not exposed. So once you planted the bomb, you can actually come back here and hold this angle if it isn't smoked off. But one thing you can do is you can actually start getting a little pushed up with it. You can actually jump up here, and this is where the CTs are going to be holding. Let's say you killed a guy here, boom, we could take total control of this heaven spot, if you will. And also, you can also check over here, so you have both angles. This is going to be very important for the CTs to keep control of. Also, when you're going to the site, I mean, you can probably go over here and just smoke without even exposing yourself. That did not land where I wanted it to. Let's try that again. There, okay. It's a little better. Perfect. Alright, you might have to do some kind of jump throw on it to make it land a little closer. Yeah, something like that. That's close enough, I think. Heck, even a molly might be better. I don't have a molly equipped, but that'd be even better. You can even come over here and hold from here as well. You know, this would be a very cheeky spot behind this little submarine mobile that they have going on here with tires. It's hilarious. If that's not smoked off, you can be holding from there, and this is kind of the midsection. And I did not talk about the chum bucket right there to the right of the spawn here. Alright, so that's how you go straight to A. Let's check out B. So this spot is what we were talking about. If you go here, this is the midsection. This is where the boat was, so this is kind of where you can also take from if you'd like. You can do a double-pronged attack, if you will. I kind of like, honestly, no joke, I do actually really like the layout of this map. Seems very fun to play. It's never, I don't think it ever make it in the game because it is more of just like a fan game. Obviously, it's SpongeBob themed, so I don't know if Valve would appreciate that. But this map would do numbers if it could be made in the game. Alright, so this right here, the Krusty Krab, is the B site, which is amazing. I absolutely love it. So you can obviously break these windows. Never gets old breaking that. And you can plant anywhere, basically in the front side of the restaurant right here, you could plant anywhere. So a lot of different spots you can plant right here. It allows you some good cover from back here. And most likely the CTs are going to be coming from over there. And probably behind as well over here. There's nothing over going on this side. In the background there. Yep, the Krusty Krab. Classic. You can order a Krabby Patty while you're there. You got the menu and everything. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And, of course, Spongebob would be back here cooking the Krabby Patties. There they are. Oh, oh my god. Oh, they even break apart too. That's cool. Very, very cool. So, can you move these? No. So once you've got it planted, you can actually come back here, and this is going to be a strong position to hold as well. I mean, you can even hide over here, and yes, you can get in this section here. So if we come over on this side, which the CTs are probably going to have control of this too, but you can actually open up the door to Mr. Krab's little room here. Mr. Krab's office, if you will. And you can't open the door, but you can shoot through. So when the CTs are kind of coming in here and trying to take over, and let's say there is a T in there, you can kill them. You can't shoot directly through that. You cannot shoot through this door though, so don't try. And once you've planted the bomb, let's say, I don't know, right here, like, or if you can plant it right on the edge, you can just hide from back here and kill them, obviously keeping your back covered and everything. But yeah, you can just cover from back here, you know, throw a molly and whatnot. And when you're entering the site, definitely gonna want to molly or smoke this side off to the left, even though you can clearly see this is gonna be a little hard to smoke off. You might have to hit some kind of deep smoke, maybe of some kind. Yeah, maybe something like that that covers more of their entrance over there. And obviously it's going to be head glitch central over here. An opera sitting back here is going to be so unbelievably strong. So you're going to be wanting using those flashes, that's for sure. Flash in and try to get to the right and just away from the CTs, because they do have the full advantage. And once you take over, I feel like the site is probably super hard to actually take over. Alright, so let's go back here and let's go down to the underground version of the map. So we got this little lake here, this green river, if you will. If you fall down, I believe you'll die. I haven't tried it, but this does not seem like Krabby Patty. This does not seem like Bikini Bottom, but it is. It's all part of it. So as a T, you can come down here. Obviously, this is going to be actually taken by the CT, so you're going to want to have to fight for control of this. And once you're down here, you can actually make your way up to mid again. So this is the alternative route to get to this mid section as well. You can either go straight from spawn, or you can go underground and make your way up here as well if you want to change directions. Or what you can do is take a right. And this is actually where the CT spawn. So if you make it over here, it's definitely going to be a back stab central. So it's definitely not something you're going to be able to easily get, but yeah, the CTs are going to have full control of that. Now, if you continue straight ahead, you have this really cool themed area. Actually, I really like the sewer thing with the bamboo here. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. And once you come up here, come up the ladder, and here you are again at the Krusty Krab. So this last door here leads to the bottom section. CTs and Ts can use that as a rotation. Mid's going to be extremely important on both sides. So it's going to be a total fight for control in this whole section. So much can be taken over by just this bottom section, which I really like. Alright, so checking out the CT side, here we are in spawn, and you basically have full control of wherever you want to go. So like I said, you know, going into the A site, you're going to be coming up here, and you have pretty much full view of the site right here, along with over there. That's where they're going to be coming from. You can immediately smoke that off. No visibility of mid though, that's the only problem with this section. So if they're kind of working their way over on these sides, you're definitely going to want to have somebody down here on the front lines. And then, yeah, so this person over here can actually just hold from here you know, and it's done in a way where you're actually, if you're exposed here, you're not exposed there, and vice versa. So I kind of like that, you know, standing here and making sure someone's up there. Pretty good setup. You can watch mid, actually. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Really like that aspect of it. And of course, when you're on site, hiding behind any one of these houses, especially here, this is going to be the prime spot. They come on the site, you can get one, use SpongeBob's house pineapple as a bit of a deterrent here, and just work around it. Very nice. Even Squidward's house, always staring at you. So again, I like the map. There's a lot. I like the site. There's a lot of different things going on here. If I had to say anything, as if there wasn't already enough theming going on in this map, but maybe replacing this with something a little more themed. But I mean, I'm literally nitpicking here. I mean, it's the theming is impeccable. But if maybe I'd have to say that, or maybe getting rid of this box, maybe, so it's just the 3 houses. But I could totally understand why you would have that there to shield the CTs when they're over here. Alright, so taking a left straight to the Krusty Krab. Here's the dumpsters, everything. Even little attention to detail, the boat back there for the employee. And yeah, you're immediately in the action in Krusty Krab. So you can actually hold from back here. I would not advise this, but you can actually hold from back here and jump right into it. You know what I mean? You don't even have to think twice. You just, boom, open the door. And yeah, but unfortunately you can't really go anywhere from here. So you have to do a mad dash over on this section, which is a little awkward. Honestly, having to run. I don't know how fast they get here, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty fast. So you're going to have to just do a quick, I mean, much better than I'm doing. But once you get here, though, like I was saying, excellent spot to hold on both sides. You're going to have 2 sides to look at, but just head glitching here. Shoot a Krabby Patty just in case. Yeah, so definitely a prime spot to hold from here. And if you need to back up, you can't get in here, but having somebody kind of hiding in here as well when they're ready to plant is definitely going to be something that's very preferred as well. And then, of course, you could play one and done spots right here, and then they cannot see you from here. I'm pretty sure you may be spotted, possibly, if somebody comes in this angle and tries to shoot you, like right here, maybe. That's the only angle. But this also is a cheeky spot, one and done spot right here. Maybe with the M4 or whatnot. Maybe like right here, maybe. Get 1, get 2. Try to get out of there. Fall back into this room. This is going to be definitely the rotation spot. The massive, quick rotation to the mid of the map. So I like that kind of design of it. Pretty cool. And it's accessible to both sides. So yeah, so someone is going to have to be down here already. But yeah, in terms of holding, I mean, there's not much where you can hold out here. So it's definitely going to be close quarter, finding where to hide, basically, you know? Because you can't really be out here. There's nowhere to hide. So you either got to be out there in that room, or again, this cheeky corner that you're covered by these boxes. Alright, and then finally, like I said, the CTs do have this immediate control of the bottom section for obvious reasons. And you can come up here and hold mid. Probably not with the scout, to be honest, too close range. But this is where you're definitely going to be holding more so. This is this section over here from the beginning. So holding from back there, you can actually beat them here. If you really run it, knives out, run over here, you may be able to catch, if you're really feeling cheeky with it, you can probably catch a T or 2 crossing the bridge. If they didn't already take control of this, which I would be surprised if they didn't. So that's one thing you can do. Come up there, or yeah, like I said, you can get greedy. But most likely you're probably going to be holding from back here. And this is great because they can't go, this is the whole section right here. So if you're holding from here, you have full visibility. Okay, maybe not this section right here, but you do have full visibility of this main section if they do try to come from spawn. And I mean, you can just hold from here and oh, they're coming A. Or they come on B. Just come up here. And jump up there and boom, you're on the B site. And that is where also you would come from spawn as well. You can run straight here. Just take a left and go in the sewer area from spawn, and that's how you get to, that's also the fastest way to get to A. And if they're going, I keep saying A, I mean B, and if they are going A, you can just rotate from the mid section as well. So mid's going to be so important on this map. Honestly, was playing with some bots yesterday. This map's pretty fun actually. I like the layout. It's very scrimmy, but very simple, and I like that a lot. So thank you for the recommendation, Geno. Great job on the map. I love the theming. I like the layout. Very, very good. Very fun. An alternative universe, maybe we'll see this in CS, knowing Valve. Yeah, Valve's Valve. But anyways, thank you very much for watching. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay up to date with the latest map reviews and CS videos just like this one. And if you do have a map you want me to check out, put it below. I'm always open to the recommendations. Thank you very much for watching.